want to build and edit like this, but in actual speed. So how are you gonna do it? I'm gonna be explaining in this video, and you're gonna be learning with me, since I'm not the best at building and editing as well, because I just switched to keyboard and mouse from being on controller for like 6 years since the game came out. So let's get started. How you're gonna be able to edit way faster and build way faster and get better mechanics in general. Let's go. Okay, so what I recommend doing is going to the mechanics training map from Raider 464. There's the code up top, as you can see. So let me show you my free build first, just so you know how I play, what my mechanics are. I'm not that good. I've been only playing for like 37 days on keyboard and mouse. So if yeah, as you can see, if I miss some edits, it's just because I'm learning with you, but I'm combining a lot of the videos I saw and watched about learning. I'll leave some below that you could also watch, but this is just like a combination of most of them, so I recommend watching this one to the end. And then if you want to know something more specifically, like how to do the triple edit the best, I'm gonna be linking a couple of those videos down in the description of the video. So this is my like free build. What I do a lot is by accident, since I have pre-edits on, I pre-edit my walls so they're like in a window already pre-edited them for, like, I do this. So let me show you how I do it. So go, and then I accidentally do it like this. So I leave my wall like this and I place it. I still have mistakes with that, but I found it that I just like, instead of just spamming buttons, you actually have to like realize, okay, so not just like, well, watch how I'm spamming. So just spamming like that, you know. Instead, you actually gotta 1, 2, 3, like count in your head how much you're clicking, and then at one point it's just gonna become muscle memory. As you can see, I still haven't gotten it completely because I still sometimes click the button more than I should, but over time it just comes to you naturally. So let me just show you guys that. Okay, so that was my free build. As you saw, pretty slow. But now that you see your free build, probably like record it for like 30 seconds or something, just so you can see how you build. And then buff the speed to 110 on 120, 130. I don't really recommend more than like 130, but let's go for like 120. So now my free build is gonna be worse, but you will see I'm going faster, yeah?
I'm fast as boy.
So then you just practice whatever you want to learn. In this current moment, I want to learn a triple edit, just so I can get muscle memory with that, and then I can probably learn stuff easier. But like another thing I want you to learn is like I think this is called the click jump, or like the side jump. I forgot. I'm sorry if I'm misnaming stuff. But so you're gonna be moving way faster, and then you're just gonna practice this for like 5 to 10 minutes like this. And we're gonna do this every day with like 110 speed or 120% speed. Just do like what you cannot do with normal speed. Just example, I cannot do a quad edit with normal speed, so I'm gonna practice this with this speed. So then my brain is gonna like muscle memory that part of it, and then eventually you're gonna have a muscle memory, and when you switch back to the normal speed, you will feel a lot slower and have more time to think of what you're gonna do in what situation and how you're gonna edit it. And also what you need to practice is, instead of flicking like this, you have to do minimal moving. So this, okay, my bad, this, let me just like do it, this. I'm not amazing at it as well. So basically, just gotta aim the second you're like on this line, release. See how I'm gonna slow down my recording as well. I usually stop right there, which is not good, but it's also okay. But you should always aim to like stop right there, and like example, let's say there's a guy right here. So in that position, there's a guy. If you flick that like this, so if you flick like this, your crosshair is over here. But if you flick like this, your crosshair is already closer. But let's say, so you flick like this, you flick like this, your crosshair is over here. But if you do minimal movement, your crosshair is already pretty close to him. And I'll show you in another part how to do that. So let me show you guys more of this. Okay, so basically, now you will put back your speed to 100, and now you will feel you're a bit slower, yes? I don't know if you can see it while watching, but I definitely feel like I'm actually on like 80% speed, and I have more time to think to my edits. I have more time to do them. So basically, this edit already. So basically, I can just like go slower and have more time to think. And this is good. So what I'd recommend, if you really want to start getting earnings and just getting your better mechanics, do 20 minutes of free building with 120% speed, and then 10 minutes of free building with just 100% speed, and then see how you're playing, see if you improved. But if you're just like want to get better and not spend that much time in creative, then just do like 5 minutes of free building with the 120 speed, and then 5 minutes of free building normal speed, and you'll still see a difference. But of course, if you put in more effort, you will definitely see more time and effort. If you put, you will see better performance way faster. And don't, like, whenever you're free building, don't just like, oh, I'm not gonna do 100%. I'm just gonna do double edits. I'm just gonna do double edits. I'm just gonna do simple edits like this. Do stuff you cannot do and give yourself like 100%. Just give yourself 100 on free building, like you're in a fight, like you wanna get high ground and stuff like that, like you wanna tunnel, example like this, start tunneling, and just like don't tunnel like this, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do that slowly, I'm gonna do this slowly, just like full practice, like you're in a real game, like any mistake is gonna kill you. So basically, you just gotta do this. Okay, I'm missing some, but that's like not the point. I'm trying my best, and even though I fail, it's fine. Okay, so my recording crashed, but it's fine. So basically what I was saying is, even though I fail, it's okay because I'm trying my best, and you learn from your mistakes. So you just gotta do, I'm like not doing it very well now, but that's like, you're just gonna, as I said, I'm not amazing at this, and you're learning with me, but just stay with me. And okay, I'm actually so horrible for a second. Wait, okay, walk in. So that would be like the free building part, how you want to get your mechanics better. But that's just gonna be like the mechanics you're gonna be using them to build muscle memory mostly, and not just like they're not as helpful as the next ones I'm about to show you in the game, in the, like a real competitive or tournament setting. So let's get to the next step. Okay, so now that you're in this map from Raider, you see there's edit, piece, aim, comp, and you can practice all of these, but the best way to improve, in my opinion, is going to the comp one, and then playing either piece control tunnels or free fire. This is good if you're nervous in fighting, and then you also have like peak training, which is also very good. So let's start off with piece control tunnels. So let's just play all. So basically what you're gonna do here, try your best to have the fastest edits and everything. So you see how I'm just doing this, doing that. I'm trying my best right now. Yes, I'm missing, but that's because I'm still not good, and you're probably gonna be missing as well, depending how good you are at the game, at the stage. But if you're watching this, I would guess you're trying to get better, or just like me. And as you can see, instead here, the opponent's actually moving. He's moving pretty realistically, like the enemy in a real game would be moving. So you're not just gonna take a bad peek when you're playing. You're not gonna do this, because left hand, he's gonna hit you way faster. Instead, you're gonna do this, this, and that. So you're gonna have the opponent at least time as possible for him to hit you, and you have a good like peek on him. You see? Okay, I'm horrible. What the? Okay. Anyways, point is, you gotta get him a bad peek. That example, this is not that bad, but it's not good either. So now, as I said, you're just gonna be practicing like a real fight. Example, these are your opponent's walls. You're just gonna play how you're gonna play in a real fight. You break this, do that, yada yada yada, and just like make sure you're trying your best. You're not like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna do like this, I'm gonna do like this, and I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, you know. You just gotta like do your max speed you can do, and don't do like dumb edits. Don't do this, don't do like this, you're full open and then you do that, because he's gonna hit you, because he has speaker's advantage. Rather, you're gonna, example, let me show you a difference with this. So you have this peak, which is okay, you know. Okay, I somewhat purposely didn't hit him. But the problem is, if you do this, go over here,
Yes,
do this, do that, you have a better, okay, you have a better angle if you're just peeking like this, because you can quick peek, and that's a peeker's advantage. So then, you're gonna cone him, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna do this. Or, let me reset the cone, you cone them, you do this, you do that. Or instead, you're gonna cone him, do this, do reset it, do bang, bang, you know? I missed, but like, you get that little tiny peek. I'm gonna replay how little I peeked and how I hit him. Yes, but like, okay. So, as I said, you're gonna be doing all of this practice, and try to do this at least like 10 to 5 minutes a day, depends how. So, like, I'm not gonna tell you how long to do each step, because that depends on you. You do it how much you want, but remember, the more time and the more effort you put in to getting better, you will get better faster, and you will get better than others that put in less effort. So if you're doing this for 5 minutes and putting in mediocre effort, which you should not be doing, you should always be doing 100% effort. So let's say you're putting 5 minutes a day into this 100% effort, just doing like these types of stuff, which is good. You'll get better. But the person that's doing this for 15 minutes a day, which is just 10 minutes more, is gonna get way better, way faster. Which just like makes sense. The more effort you put in, the bigger the reward. So I'd recommend just shoot yourself, see how much playtime you have a day, if you have limits, depending how like your parents are, what situation you're in. And do you want to play, do you just want to get better to be better than your friends? Do you want to get better to actually start earning? Do you want to get better to get Unreal, because the Unreal Cup is soon? You decide yourself, but I'm gonna be doing probably like 10 to 15 minutes of each of these, as I said. Let's move to the next part. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna do is go to calm, and then you're gonna do either, if you wanna get better, so like you can see whatever you want. So if you're very bad at headshotting in box fights, do this. If you wanna get better at editing and not missing your edits, do this. If you wanna get better at clutching, do this. It's like, just do whatever you want, but like I'd recommend pre-fire is one of the most OP mechanics in the game, as well as peak. So let's do just medium, yeah, basically. So we're gonna peek like this. So basically, as you can see, the AI is moving like an actual person would. You have to hit him like this. You have to hit him again. So see, that's your, so you're gonna reset, get a hit, reset. See, this was a bad edit for me, because he could have headshotted me so easily. But now, a good edit would be something like this, and then you just like peek like this, or maybe you just, if you want to jump in his box, you're confident, you play like that. Again, it's just up to your playstyle, how you want to learn the game. The point of the thing is you're not doing open edits like this. You see, this is bad because he has a good hit on you. But if you do edit like this and then jump in his box, or like stuff you can do against controller players, if you know the opponent is a controller player, you can do it like this. So let me just move this wall out of the way. You can just like full run away into his box, because control players don't have the ability to turn very fast most of the time. As you can see, you need to move your stick like this, you know, it's left to right, you know. But if you're on PC and you have not a PC, if you have like a keyboard and mouse, you can just flick like this, because you can, depending on your sensitivity, how fast. And control players usually turn way slower, so you have more time to go like this, slide, and while he's turning to you, you have enough time to just headshot him. And that's what my friends used to be doing to me when I was on controller, and that's why I was losing most of the time. And it's just like a way to, if you somehow know the opponent is controller, you can just use that against him, most likely. Okay, I missed that edit. But here, again, you're gonna practice this for like 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes, however. Again, as I said, everything, how long you're gonna practice it, depends on you. Because you are, like, the one that chooses what and how he's gonna do it. And another thing you gotta keep in mind, so, example, I'm gonna break his wall. I took his wall. And now, instead of flicking like this, and you can see my crosshair is so high up and I need to flick all the way down. So, I do this. My crosshair is up here. I gotta flick all the way down. But if I edit like this... Okay, wait. My bad. If I edit like... Oh my god. If I edit like this, you can see my crosshair is not this high. It's this high. And then I can flick like that. But then if you edit like this, depending on his situation, does he have a stair? Is he up? Or is he like down? So example, he's on a stair. Then that would be the better edit. If he's down, this would be the better edit because your crosshair is already pretty much down and you just gotta flick. Do that. You feel me? So let me just kill this guy. Just like, those are the best practices to do. And then what I recommend doing is going into like 1v1 realistics and playing that for a good while, because that's gonna give you, instead of playing ranked on 1v1 realistics, you're gonna have probably better opponents, and you're also going to be fighting way more than, example, if you play 30 minutes of 1v1 realistics, you're gonna be fighting way more than playing an actual game. But that's good for your mechanics, but it's not that good for your like game sense. So you gotta see what you're missing out mostly. So is your game sense bad? Are your mechanics worse? Or is your aim worse? And just practice them one at a time. So example, if I really want to get my mechanics up, I'm not gonna be practicing aim and game sense and everything at the same week. I'll devote 1 week to only practicing mechanics, get them to be a little bit better, and then practice only aim for 1 week. And then you just like rotate them, or like you can do 1 month, 1 week, however long you want. Just make sure it's like a minimum of like 3 days or something like that, so you actually have time to get better at that, what you're trying to get better at. So that would be it for this video. I will be doing more of these videos soon. I'll be progressing and filming my whole journey of getting my first earnings, which hopefully is going to be in 2026. Because let me show you guys really quick one thing. So you can see how many victory cups and cups you can earn like just this month. Look, reload cups, reload victory cups 2 times a week, duo victory cups 2 times a week. These solo series qualifiers once a week. And these are like pretty good if you can qual, because then if you qualled, actually there's heats, then you gotta qual heats, but if you get to the finals somehow, it's like a crap ton of money, I think. Is this the leaderboard that has that, or? Yeah, just the point is, doesn't matter. Not earnings yet there. But let's look at this cup. This is the duo cup, right? You're gonna go to see the earnings. Top 2,000 get $50 each. Top 2,000 is not as hard as you think. I mean, it's gonna be hard at that time. But let's take a look at these. Let's go over here to the cup that was actually already played. I think it was, yeah. So last night in this duo's victory cup, how much was it to be top 2,000? Let's go check really quickly. Okay, so as you can see, last night 199 points was for top 2,000, which would have made them already $100 or $50 each. But one thing is, this is 1 hour less, and it's the first cup of the like season. So probably when the Unreal Cup happens, it's roughly gonna be, I'm gonna guess the qual, since it's 1 hour longer, is gonna be around 274 points. I think if you get like 274 points, you're gonna be qualling like 100%. I think it's roughly that. Let's see. Okay, so that's gonna wrap up this video. I'm maybe gonna film the solo cup tonight, depending if I go to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie or not. But I'm gonna be making my whole journey on progressing and getting my first earnings on keyboard and mouse. So this is day 37 on keyboard and mouse. Hopefully I can get way better and progress. I'm probably gonna be uploading like once a week, two times every, like, no, 1 time every 2 weeks. That's gonna be like roughly what I'm gonna be, 6, 7. That's gonna be probably roughly what when I'm gonna be uploading. And yeah, that's gonna be it from me today. Peace.